Are you ready to give your living room a touch of timeless elegance? Well, you are in luck because today I have the inside scoop on the top 2024 interior design trends you are not going to want to miss. Follow me. And since so many of you asked today, I'm wearing an outfit fully furnished by my absolute favorite designer, Tory Burch. My pants are these gorgeous cargo chocolate pants. My shoes are next level, obsessed, 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 and so comfortable. My sweater is adorable because the sleeves actually stay put the way they are. They are just sewed that way, so you don't have to scrunch them up. They're done for you. And again, my entire outfit, head to toe, is Tory Burch. These trends are going to create and exude a sophistication in your space, are really important to espouse immediately so that you can create exactly the living space that is very high end and very doable. And these are actionable measures that I'm going to talk about today that you are not going to believe. And I'm going to share my absolute favorite trend at the end, so make sure you watch to the end because you're not going to want to miss one of my favorite techniques that we have been employing left and right that has really had a huge impact on spaces. And it's so easy to be able to cut and paste, so I can't wait to share that with you. All right, the very first one, and as an ode to this outfit, to this video, to my beautiful subscribers, the first trend that I am dying over, like literally about to fall over die, deep burgundy is the way to go. Deep, 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 deep burgundy. And if you look at this kitchen, are you dying? I'm dying. Even lacquered. Lacquering is back. I have lacquered cabinets in my kitchen and I'm about to change it out because as an interior designer, you're constantly changing things, but I love this burgundy lacquer. I think it's so good. And if you don't want to go lacquer, if it's too much for you, you can certainly do a different finish, but really bringing in a touch of this wow, but earthy color. I wouldn't do hot pink. You're really going to elevate your look. It's automatically going to look like it's a custom cabinet. Color drenching, we've talked about it, but what if you color drench your entire room in a beautiful burgundy and then brought in, white elements to make it pop like your sheets? That's just going to be so good. So deep reds and deep browns, like my pants, are really beautiful in any space and automatically transform the space into something that is moody. So if you're looking for moody spaces, just run to the paint store, run and get a gallon of paint. And you could do this yourself. I mean, what is stopping you guys from really changing your space and your bedroom? Paint the whole thing burgundy. Don't think about it. It's only paint. It's not permanent. Even if you're in a rental, you can paint it back white and take the weekend to do it. And wow, buy Burgundy Poufs that you can get from anywhere. You can just Google them online. In fact, I will drop in a couple of my favorite Burgundy Poufs because I've got them in the description section so that you guys can buy them directly and not even overthink it. What I also do love to do is to paint the entire wall burgundy, or the entire room, I should say. I don't like accent walls. And then drop in some beautiful art layered on the wall with Rococo gilded frame and modern art in the middle, just like you see in this photo. It's just too good to pass up. Deep reds, deep browns, make everything in the room pop and make it sophisticated. It's not going to make it too dark. It's just going to make it really sophisticated. So I would definitely try this. This next item you're going to love, and it's so easy to do, trust me. But before I get into it, I'm going to ask you guys, please, 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 to hit that subscribe button. I want to say now approximately 65% of you watch this channel but are not subscribed. It'd be great if you click the subscribe button so that every week I can give you actionable interior design advice so you can definitely up your game. Here's the next actionable measure that you can take immediately. Find unique pieces. Last night I was doing research for a client and I went on First Dibs and found at least 50 things that I just couldn't live without. Some of them were very pricey, but some of them weren't. You can just look up by price. So if you've got a budget, let's say you want to spend max $300, $500, whatever it is, you can do a search in First Dibs or in Cherish, which is a great way to find unique pieces in your area, and type in, let's say, side table, max that you want to spend, and all sorts of items are going to show up. Make sure they're vintage and they're going to give you a lot of interesting bespoke type of looks in your home. Anything that you have that nobody else has is a win. I love having interiors that are original, that are full of items you've hunted down and purchased, and they also tell a really good story. I especially love in a bar, for example, to float all the vintage pieces that I have found over the years at estate sales, you know, doing a little grouping on a tray, finding an old lamp with some great items and putting it in the kitchen, I think is really chic and a great way to elevate a little corner in your kitchen. Bespoke pieces are the most rare to find, but are actually ubiquitous. You can find them anywhere. I can't tell you how many pieces I have found over the years. They're all over my house, where you can just, you know, a pair of medallions, a pair of andirons. My fireplace is faux, so you can't actually use them, but I don't care. Look how beautiful these are. I don't think I paid more than $125 for the set. And they are signed by English Bellows 226. So this would be maybe $3,000 on First Dibs, I kid you not, but I found them for less than $200. So keep your eye open, look for beautiful things, and sprinkle them in your home. And the reason these are timeless is because they literally were made in the 50s, and we are now in 2024, guys, and these are still in my home and they still are timeless. So if something has a lifespan of 90 years, pretty much your entire lifespan, they are classic and timeless. Next, very important actionable measure I am doing everywhere and anywhere possible. In fact, I'm gonna do more of them in my home when I redo my kitchen. I'm redoing my kitchen, guys. It's been 9 years. I built my house from the ground up and I'm redoing my kitchen. So I'm not gonna redo the marble. The marble is gorgeous. I'm not redoing the floors. The floors are gorgeous, but I need a change. I need a change. So I'm gonna take you along on that journey. Make sure you're subscribed if you guys wanna go on this journey of learning how to update a kitchen without breaking the bank. So that's gonna be important, but this is going to be life-changing, transformative, and that is crown moldings and moldings of any kind. If you have a space void of any character, this is ultimately the best way to bring your space alive and bring some history into your space. Crown moldings, dental molding, whatever you have available, you can buy them at Home Depot. This does not have to be expensive, and create that gorgeous plastered molding look that you see all over Europe that makes you ooh and ah. The next way to elevate your space in 2024 to keep it classic and not to have to change it again, which you don't have to do if you are classic in your design, which is what I preach. For those of you on my channel, you guys know how important it is to keep things classic. By the way, if you need consultation, if you want to know what wood tone to put in your kitchen, whether you should put molding or not, or how to change your room layout, this is where you need to click. Click in the Zoom link in the description section and we can jump on a Zoom together. I've been booked solid because of you guys, and I have really enjoyed sharing my expertise with you and getting to know some of you. So it's been really, really fun. Not only do I run into you in the streets, which is really the best part of this job, is when I have someone come up to me and give me a hug. So if you see me in the streets, guys, don't be shy, come say hello, because I love it. It affirms everything that I do. It makes me so happy to know that you guys are watching. It's almost unbelievable to know that you are actually watching. I'm like, is there anybody? Hello, hello. Back to the business at hand. Dark wood tones are a must in any space. You have them in the Victorian period, you have them in Shaker homes, you have them in colonial homes, you have them, and they are timeless. And there was a time in the last, I want to say, decade, where everything was gray tones, gray. And we all fell into that trap. But if we were to learn from our mistake, the lesson to be learned is don't go deep into one colorway that is very trendy. Go into something classic like the deep tones. Your kitchen cabinets have never looked better than deep dark tones. Now, you don't want to make it look dated, so you got to pick modern cabinetry design with the dark wood tones. And if you're too scared to do that, then you can bring in objets. You can bring decorative items in these wood tones. You can pop in a shelf in your kitchen. We're doing lots and lots of shelves in kitchens that are almost bare with decorative items. And these items are going to pop against this beautiful wood tone. Another great update is not to go completely light, not to bleach your woods. Do you guys remember in the 80s? Well, some of you do, some of you don't, where we had bleached woods. It was very 80s. You'd have a wood that was patina to be pinky, bleachy. Those days are over. And what you can do is bring in your mid-tone colors into a space. That's classic. Beiges have been around forever. It was basically prohibitive to use beige in the last 10 years, and then it's now back. But then it was there before that. So classic colors include earth tones, which are beiges. So if you want to go mid-tone neutrals with neutral woods and olives that are very neutral based, that is a great way to do it. And you're never going to tire, because what you see in nature, and if you see it in your home, will never be outdated. My absolute favorite upgrade that I've done in every flip project that I have ever touched, and now there have been many, is herringbone floors. Herringbone or chevron, I love them both. They remind me of a classic Parisian apartment. They bring so much visual interest and intrigue, almost so that you don't even want to cover your wood with rugs. You just want to roll in them. You just want to live in them. You want to look at them. You want to walk on them. You want to kiss them. I want to kiss my floors. My floors are all herringbone, and I couldn't be happier with it. I did this 9 years ago when I built the house, and I am so glad I spent the extra dollars. It's more expensive, not that much more expensive. I'd say about a 30% upcharge because of the labor, but boy, is it worth it. So if you're on a budget, what I did upstairs was I did not lay it in a herringbone. I just did flat linear planks, but in spaces where you're really going to notice them, such as formal living, dining, etc., herringbone is the way to go. This next classic trend, which has pretty much taken over, is really interesting. They're called Zellige tiles. They originated in Morocco, and each tile looks unique on its own and really has a beautiful texture to them and a beautiful visual appeal to them because of the way the light hits them. So this is a great way to update your home and to be able to have this gorgeous material that has a lot of history and a lot of texture appear in your home. We love placing them in kitchens and bathrooms, especially in a bathroom as a backsplash. Doing an entire wall in the Zellige tile or even the entire bathroom, I think looks very fresh and will never be tiresome and will never be dated. In a kitchen, also having your marble countertops juxtaposed with the Zellige tile is also a really good look. Zellige tiles can also be placed on floors, by the way. They can come in either a smoother finish or they can come in more of a rough finish so that you have texture and you have a grip while you walk in your bathroom, but also they look incredible in a powder room. Because clay has different intrinsic colors to it, and of course they add color to it, you see different variations of the color on each tile. It's not a flat tile, it has a lot of depth to it, and that is what makes the Zellige tile so unique. Last but not least, I hope I didn't scare you, is something that I have in my home. 9 years I've had it, and I would do it again tomorrow if I had to, is the checkerboard floor. Classic in nature, ubiquitous in chateaus of France, and absolutely stunning to the eye is a checkerboard floor. And what are we doing now? Well, we are doing them in other color combinations. Burgundy and cream is my next favorite combination. We're doing it for a very special client of mine right now who's probably watching, so shout out to you in Jeddah. And this is going to look incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. This house is next level. And if you want to have beautiful checkered floors that are timeless, I recommend doing them in smaller versus larger patterns because that's how they were designed to begin with. They're not oversized in Versailles and they shouldn't be oversized in your home. Now, where do they look best? They look best in foyers, they look best in entrances, they look best also in kitchens. Kitchens had a lot of checkerboard floors, mostly to mask all the mess that happens in a kitchen, but great for high transit areas and especially hallways. Now that you know what these trends are, it's probably time to shop. If you want to know where interior designers are sourcing items, well, here it is. I'll see you there.